Hello, good evening and welcome ladies and gerbils. Now, where are we? It is today the 20th of June, Saturday, and it's about 7:45, something like that. And the reason that I say something like that is because, quite frankly, I don't have two watches or clocks set to the same time anywhere in the house, just to keep me on the ball. And yes, of which there are 11, one for each room, or something like that. Anyway, so first of all, I would like to thank you for subscribing. I've had loads of new subscribers and loads and loads and loads of lovely comments, which I have to say does inspire me to get on with these and do more of them. And I've got some really lovely quirky stuff coming up. So yes, so thank you all for that. I had an absolutely delicious comment the other night saying, where is you? It looks like an old granny's house. And well, I will tell you, it is my house. I've been here for 22 years, and it started off looking very modern and plain and flat and clinical, and over the 22 years that I've lived here, I've managed to make it look older and older and older. It's like you walk through the door, it's like stepping into 1950. Hurrah! But there you go, horses for courses. So what we have tonight is, as you can see, we've got a lovely EPIPHONE Flying V, and these things are brilliant. I have a particular fondness for V-shaped guitars, and I'll get straight to the point with that. That is because you've got access right the way up to fret 22, or if they've got 24 frets, obviously all the way up to there, and for that reason I love them. So, usual sort of script, I'll play a bit of a tune, and so that you can have a decent listen to it, and then, which will be noisy, I can tell you now, and then we will have a walk round it, so that you can look at all the various bits and bobs, and good points and bad points, if there are any bad points. There are some, obviously. There is with everything, or there are with everything. There am with everything. Right, okay, let's get to it. Okay, so here we are on not noisy selection, and as you know, I always like to do the old intonation test, and that is for a very good reason. If your intonation is out, then you can sound okay down here, but horrible up here, and or the other way around. You can sound okay up here, but horrible down there. So it is so important to make sure that your intonation is absolutely spot on. And let's have a listen to, no surprises here by the way. Spot on, as we would expect from a very nice instrument like this. Okay, so we're currently on the neck pickup, and let's have a listen to the variety of tones. That is such a beautiful guitar. I can't, honestly, I've not played a Gibson that was any better. I've not played anything that was any better. Okay, so into the centre position. I've forgotten how to play guitar now, but nonetheless the tone is what we're listening to, not particularly what I'm doing. It's rich, and I know I keep banging on about this thing, and that's just through my tiny Blackstar bedroom ID Core 40, and those amps, I can't praise them highly enough. I know you've heard me say it before, and I'm saying it again, but so what. Okay, so let's move on to the bridge pickup. These things are so well made. This is made, well, we'll have a walk around the details and specs in just a moment. But these things are so well made and so easy to play and so well constructed and made from brilliant components that you just, and if you're a high-end noodler, if you're playing up here, you absolutely cannot do any better than playing a V guitar, because you've got all that access with no obstructions in the way. Right, okay, so we'll have a little walk around it, and you can look at the bits and bobs. So, first of all, let's have a look at the serial number. Now, as you can see, it has the U prefix, which means that this was made in the Unsung factory in Korea, where they make all sorts of stuff. Not just Epiphones, but a whole variety of guitars. Just type in Unsung and you'll see what gets made there. So, of course, this is quite an old boy, and what you can expect to see with these older guitars is you can expect to see a bit of tarnishing around the gold plate. I mean, I don't suppose it's actually gold plate, but who knows? I don't really know. So you've got, I think they're Grover. Are they Grovers? You can see better than me. My eyesight's appalling. I think they're Grover tuners, which will be, and they'll be correct. And we have two fabulously astonishing, powerful, ear-bleeding, capable EPIPHONE humbuckers, and you've got the string through body, which I like, and it has of course a tunematic bridge, which I like also. If you recall, recently I did a review on a Yamaha AES, and that had a wrap round bridge. I'm not keen. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but if you need to adjust the intonation, then you don't have as much variability as you do with the tunematic, and the tunematics are fabuloso. So yes, now what you normally expect with a V guitar is you normally expect a bit of damage around the horns. As it turns out, this old boy survived rather well, and if you are looking for one of these, the first thing that you must do is you must check the joint between the neck and the body. Now, as I've said in previous videos, a little bit of lacquer crack, a little bit of paint chip, anything like that, that's okay, that's fine, but you don't want to see any gaps. No gaps. A little bit of lacquer crack, no problem. It happens. As it turns out, once again, as I say, this is a survivor. I would rather think, judging by the amount of meat on the frets there, I don't think this one's been played much, to be honest. And the action is breathtakingly low. Look at that. So, if you're going to buy one of these, why would you buy one? So the reason to buy one is because they sound great and they're very easy to play. They're beautifully balanced, and the main thing about your V guitars, I love these. I like the Jackson RR3s, or really pretty much any of the V-shaped guitars, because they offer you that ease of accessibility to the top of the neck. And that, if you are playing up here, it makes a hell of a difference. It really, really does. With a Les Paul, you're using your index finger and maybe your middle finger, but you can't just easily get your either ring finger or little finger into that area. So for that reason, they are superb. And just usual stuff to check. I mean, these are made from I don't know, whatever wood was available at the time. I know that a great many of these were made from, was it Carina? And whether they either came in natural or painted is a bit of a moot point, but it doesn't matter, to be honest with you, because they are solid, and whether it's Carina or I mean, it might even be mahogany. It certainly feels dense, and it certainly weighs in. So just check for the usual stuff. Make sure that your tuners are all working. If you feel that there is a problem with the neck, and really it's quite easy to see, all you have to do is look at the relief, and if it looks wrong, it'll be wrong. And if you can't get a Allen key in here to adjust it, then again, once again, walk away. And so, all in all, it's the thumbs up from Roxy. I love these things. They're fabulous to look at. They're so easy to play, and they're made from quality components. And that's it from me tonight. You can probably hear that I'm being called by one of my moggies. So, thank you all ever so much for tuning in. I really, really, really welcome your comments, good, bad or indifferent. And we'll see you soon. Adios amigos. Ta-ra.